Oh my god, my phone fell. What? It almost fell in the sink. What? My Thanksgiving turkey bucket is broken. It broke it. Tore it up. Now you have to rinse it like crazy. I remember that one summer. It was only one summer, huh? Was it a full summer or we got it that summer? We got it that summer because I couldn't. I just had Ezra. I was recovering from my C-section. When I tell you, and that summer was so hot. It was. I live in Union City. Lord have mercy. I'm not gonna say where I live. Only people know where I live. I live in the Bay Area. Okay. But I'm not by the water. And when I tell you it was hotter than the devil's balls around here, I was in excruciating pain because I had a double surgery when I had my son. They had to do a bowel repair because my bowel erupted, almost killed me during the C-section. It wasn't nothing the doctors did. It was scar tissue had moved my bowel. Anyway, it was double surgery. It was bowel repair and C-section of a 9-pound, over 9-pound baby. So it was a lot. But and I came home with our baby, our beautiful boy. It was burning up in our apartment. They don't have no air. No, did you get the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like, just because you live in an apartment don't mean your outside entryway is going to be, and you have your kids, that's going to be spilling. They've been eating a lot of popsicles and stuff. And we give it to the neighbor kids as well. And so I noticed there was just popsicles spilled, dried, all on the stairs. I don't like stuff like that. I don't have to. That really should be the management, that upkeep the property. They complain about everything else. You go outside, you let your kids outside to play, and they complain about that. The kids can't come out and play. They complain about that. But here, your laundry room, someone abandoned in our laundry room. In our laundry, it's been there for weeks. Ain't nobody did shit. But that you don't complain about. If we have a gathering in the area where you're supposed to have gatherings, and we're keeping it hella quiet, not hella quiet, but hella low, and we're cleaning up behind ourselves, they complain about that. The kids playing out in the courtyard, they complain about that. Using the swimming pool, they complain about that. But they haven't cleaned the swimming pool in God knows how long. So that you can't even swim in there. It's so dirty. I don't know what's going on. But I shouldn't complain that much because the Lord is showing favor. Anyway. Okay. I'm not doing a leaf scrub of the stove again. It looks fine. I haven't even did the my boo Rachel. She gave me this. Not my friend. She gave me this t-shirt. It's hella comfortable. She always giving me stuff. All the time. I love her so much. And that woman is Wonder Woman. And I mean it. I mean it. And has the energy. She's a nurse in the maternity ward to top it off, where it's constant. And her hospital gets the major trauma, the really bad cases. They get the normal ones too, but her hospital is really good, so they tend to be the hospital that interns go to, and in the really serious cases, high risk situations. And she works on the maternity ward. And something I kind of wanted to do when I was a kid. Actually, I wanted to be, I didn't know, I love babies. I still do. Love kids, love babies. And I wanted to be when I was 5, I didn't know the name of an obstetrician. I didn't know that name, so I would say a baby doctor. And I drew myself delivering my mom when she was pregnant with my first little sister, pain in my neck. But yeah, she does what I do, so I kind of live vicariously through her. But when I tell you that woman has it all together, look, and I'm seeing a sippy cup. I'm seeing a sippy cup. See? I tell them, no eating in here. Under the couch. They didn't eat. Oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all hear the bowling ball? Now, I just mopped with that pine nail, and my floors are literally shining. I've never seen my floors shine. They are shining right now. Unbelievable. But I'm going to clean off this table because, see, this is residual from the kids eating their Pop-Tarts and my husband eating his chicken and just leaving it there. My husband loves fried chicken, but let me tell you, baby, look what they did to my chairs. Ripped it apart, shredded it. Shredded it. They were just sitting there picking. Picking. This one damn near bald. Disrespectful as hell. Yeah, I didn't have the strength when all the kids were gone yesterday. When they finally were all, I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the strength to clean that table again. I clean that table at least 3 to 4 times a day. I didn't. And I'm sorry I didn't. But I'm not sorry. Because I didn't. I did not. I did not want nothing. This ignorant dishwasher is so ignorant. But, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. I don't even know. Yes, so my girl, Rachel. She's my little angel. She knows I love, she loves watermelon. No, and when I tell you she's like Martha Stewart in a short package, I mean that. I mean, the woman can craft, the woman can sew, the woman can cook and bake her little ass off. Top it off, she has two precious babies, a boy and a girl. She holds her husband down to no end, and he's also amazing. And supports him in everything. She's just like goals, and she keeps it together, and she keeps herself up, and like she keeps her appearance up, and she keeps her needs met. And you know, as a mom, I'm crying. Like, she's so inspirational. Because I'm like, how do you do it? To work a job that's so demanding. She's a nurse in a maternity ward. Work crazy hours, no breaks. And then she comes home, and when I tell you she is a dynamic mother, I watch her and I just be like, she never asks for help. Even when you help her, she don't even know how to accept help. And I'm just like, I feel like this big compared to her, because I'm like, I'm melting down and I'm not doing like half the stuff you're doing. How do you do it? And I mean, she goes out of her way. She's like, helps her extended family, and she makes special little packages for people, you know, whatever they need. And she takes into account what other people needs and help people all the time. She helps my kids all the time. She's like an aunt to them, and she makes sure they're good all the time. I don't ask her. I don't need to ask her. She just do it. She just do it. You come across people in your life, it's rare to have people like that. I've been kind of overwhelmed and reflecting on how appreciative I am of the people around me. Because they don't have to do what they do. My neighbor Nani, she's like a little sister to me. And this child, she's only 22. She's about to be 23. Is it her birthday today? I can't remember. I gotta remember. And this child showed up to my door with a carpet cleaner. Let me clean the boys' room for you. And I'm like, please let me give you something. Let me cook. No, you don't have to give me nothing. No, I just want you happy. She ain't got to do that. She ain't got to do that at all. She ain't obligated to do none of that. None of that. I mean, that's huge. 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 She knows my son has asthma real bad. And I can't get to that stuff and can't afford to have it done. Her husband, we ran out of trash bags, and I asked for just one because I was gonna replace it once my husband had got home. And he came over, gave me some trash bags, a couple. And do you know, it stuck on his mind, and he went out of his little way and went and bought us a whole box. I didn't ask. And he said, no, you are not about to be in the house with all them kids and not have no trash bags. No, that's the least we can do. I'm like, you don't even have to do that. I mean, all these big hearts around me. My bestie, I sent her a post about Maxwell because she loves Maxwell. And he's coming to concert to San Francisco. And I sent her the post just because, hey, you love Maxwell. Do you know that heifer sent me a text message 2 tickets purchased. We're going to see Maxwell. And we're talking like front row. Not front row, but like third row, which is basically front row. Very expensive. I'm just like, are you trying to make me go into the ugly cry? Like, are you serious right now? Yeah, and I'm gonna take you out to dinner, and because this summer's been horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been not good. And when I say no break, I mean no break. No break. None. No break. Mentally, physically, no break. No break. No break at all. None. And I was just like, I'm about to return back to work. I was looking forward to returning back to work. To get away from this house. Like, so that, and then Nani and her husband, for her birthday, they bought me a ticket to a show for her birthday. That's amazing. Like, and I say thank you, and it's like, do you guys realize like how much I appreciate this? I've been trying to maintain food and stuff in the house because the kids are home. It's summer break. And I had 2 extra mouths to feed. And, you know, we've been making it work. Making it work. But the Lord was like, I'm going to give you even a little bit more. And here we come. My other neighbor, April, she was moving out. She's a chef and caterer. Amazing cook. Honey, she was coming with bags and bags and boxes and bags of food and these incredible spices and seasonings, and I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. In abundance. Went from, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Shit, bare and shit, and you gotta wait until your next payday, and those are few in between and all that. And then the Lord just starts shipping boxes. My little sister showed up with boxes and boxes that my bestie, she works for the county, they did a food drive, and she thought of me. Let me pack these boxes for my Lippy. She calls me Lippy. And she single-handed packed these boxes. And my little sister, who has really bad wrists, had surgery on both. Stored him. It was a lot of food. She stored it in her house, and she drove from very far to make sure that I got it. Again, I mean, it was so much food to the point where I had to share with my neighbors because there was no way I could fit it and actually use it in time before it, would spoil. That's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. I heard from my brother last night, and was like, my godmother, his mommy, my other mommy, who's always looking out for me, always, when we had nobody, and when I tell you nobody, I mean nobody. She's always, 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 always providing for us. Always. And I ain't got to tell her nothing. Nothing. If it ain't clothes, for me, she'll go out and go shopping because basically I'm like her only daughter. And she hates the way I don't take care of myself. She be getting on me. You need to look presentable, at least for your husband. Like, Mom, I ain't got time or the money for that. Now, yeah, I do what I can. But she will literally go shopping for me. My work clothes, because I didn't really have much work clothes. She went out and bought them. And she has my brother come and deliver it to me. Bags and bags and bags. It ain't got to be a birthday, a holiday, or nothing. And he just texted me last night and was just like, he has some stuff from Mom that he was gonna drop off. She buys and brings things for the boys constantly, educational things, toys, clothes, electronic stuff, all kind of stuff. You just have to sometimes take the time to shut up and say thank you. Huh, babe? You gotta sometimes turn your brain off and see what God is actually doing for you. That He preaches to me all the time. But when you're in the trench and all you see is a cloud of black cloud surrounding you, you don't see nothing in that smoke. You're like, hey, honey, what my bestie gave me a what do you call that metaphor? You in the desert, you stand in the middle of the desert, boo. There ain't nothing there, boo. There ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing there.
If you spend your life trying to chase butterflies, they will consistently run away from you. But if you take time out to grow the garden, the butterflies will come. And even if they don't come, you still got a garden. That's the metaphor.
Well, that other metaphor was a metaphor too. That was two metaphors. Two good metaphors. You talk about replenishing a dang garden. When you have a garden with just weeds. Wait, babe, with some dirt. Oh, she's sprouting those freaking maggots. Just kidding. No, but good metaphor. Good metaphor. Anyway. Yeah. So now that the house is quiet and I'm able to work in my own pace and own speed, and I'm not being rushed, and I'm not being obligated, and I'm not being pressured, I'm just taking my time. Because your time is not your own. When you have your babies and you're fully dedicated, it's not your own. It's not your own. It's constant. It's constant. There's no chill. There ain't no break. Ain't no break. Ain't no break. That's why I said I'll take work, and I work at elementary. I am a teacher in training, pretty much. So I'm going from one household full of kids to somebody else's kids. And kids that are struggling. I help with them. I help them with reading. in all grades, K through 5. You know, and I'm basically only being paid as an intern, so that's basically nothing. My boss is working really hard to get it fixed, but you know, when the Lord puts you somewhere, you gotta listen. I feel like the people that I work with and everything have put me under their wing, and it's a connection. Like who has an instant connection with strangers? That's rare, and especially people you work with. And we like move as a team so effortlessly. Like it's so easy. It's so easy. My boss, who is that woman is, man, black excellence. She's freaking a phenomenal woman. Phenomenal. And she's not even that old. She's not old. She's young. Not even that old. Shut up, Asia. She's young. She's young. And the things she has accomplished, the things she does, and the hats she wears. And honey, when I tell you, devoted Christian woman, ooh, the Lord put me there for a reason. I'm learning so much from her. So much. So much. She's always watering my grass and looking out, and that's why I'm like, no, I'm gonna have your back. I'm gonna have your back. You don't have to worry about it. I'm here. When I'm here for you. When I was sick and my back and everything was out, you know, that woman called my husband on a daily, checking on me, and was like, if you need anything, I will bring it to her. She didn't have to do that. You know, the Lord put angels in your life surrounding you, and you have to be aware of it, and you have to appreciate it, because they don't have to do that. They're not obligated to do that. This is not their problem. What I got going on in my house, that ain't none of their business. And they ain't even trying to be in my business. They just trying to make my life a little easier with no strings attached. Nothing. They ain't asking for nothing. Nothing. They ain't expecting nothing. They ain't asking for nothing. You know, and that's the type of way, that's the person I am naturally. And so people like that is rare in this world, especially today. So rare. And you have to appreciate it. You have to appreciate it. And realize that that is God working. Even when you can't see it for yourself. Because you're so mounted down by life and worry and stress and bills and just life. Life is heavy, honey. Life can be very heavy. Very heavy. So heavy. So heavy. Like, I even stopped watching certain shows, like, you know, Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. Like, with all that drama and shit, and I'll just be like, how do you find the time? How? Why? Life does it to life whoops your ass Monday through Sunday, 365. I don't care if you're living in a lap of luxury. You can wake up out of that big super California King bed and hit your toe and fuck up your day on a damn bedpost. you know, it's gonna happen. It is what it is. Like one of my good friends, she would say, Anna, oh life. When she hears him go down, oh life. That was her response. Because it is. It's life. I mean, it's life, boo. Living life is hard. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, it's life. You know. And I don't know why I'm in a ramble. Maybe because I'm getting that time to do it. But didn't want to go heavy. But I stay away from the heavy stuff because, like I said, my load is already heavy. But yeah, certain things I watch, certain shit I listen to, bye. Not interested. Talk shows and shit. I might be able. I might do it a little bit, very small. That's shit if I have the time to do it. But honey, I'm just like, ooh, I don't even want to hear your shit. Like, get it away. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. And I'm just having a moment to be grateful and thankful. And there's other things, parts in my life that I'm thankful for that I will keep to myself in God. And thank Him in private. And listen how quiet it is. Even though I miss, when my babies are gone, I miss them. They drive me up the wall. And yes, I'm going to complain about them, and you will hear it. You will hear it. That don't make it seem like that ain't, you know, I love them less. No, they getting on my nerves. They're tearing up my house. They're, you know, you're trying to keep them from killing each other every 10 seconds. My God, it never ends. They're trashing my house. They're eating me out of a house and home. They're doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. Like, and I have good kids. And what I mean by good kids, I mean like, you know, not like severe behavioral issues. You know, you can talk to them and they listen. You know, as much as a child do. As much as a boy do. Because I have a tree. And I have one autistic baby. My youngest.
I got my tongue from the dude, Jesus.
That's fantastic.
That was literally what my goal. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it in 30. I'm not gonna be able to do it in 40. But I'm gonna get 45 minutes.
Yeah, it would have probably took me 2 hours
Yeah.
to run a 5K in that time.
Yeah, Chris just
Well, that'll be your next goal. Let me take this out. Hold on.
I dare somebody to try and kidnap my kids. I will track them down.
You know what I'm imagining on Will Smith running hella fast in iRobot. And that's what I mean, booking it. That's what I'm thinking of.
45 minutes. I'm stoked.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment. Like I said, about 2-3 hours.
I said no matter what. I said I was gonna finish. My goal was to get.
Oh, my back.
My goal was to meet anything more than 45 minutes would have crushed my heart. The fact that it was 45:03. That 3 seconds could have but I left it all on the table.
Yeah, that's amazing. You should be very proud of yourself. That's very, very
You
good.
know, Frank and Chris, 38.
Well, you know, they've been training, dear,
Well, that
a
and the
lot
fact
more
that
than you have
the fact that
been able to.
here's the other